Agam naganiru mara Jesus. Ịhụnanya ya dị ukwuu. Aga m esogide ya. Aga m na-aga n'iru ịmara onye nwe m. Ịhụnanya ya dị ukwuu. Aga m esogide ya. Aga m na-aga n'iru ịmara Jesus. Ịhụnanya ya dị ukwuu. Aga m esogide ya. Aga m na-aga n'iru ịmara onye nwe m. Ịhụnanya ya dị ukwuu. Aga m esogide ya. Anyị ga-na-aga n'iru ịmara onye nwe m. Ịhụnanya ya dị ukwuu. Aga m esogide ya. Jigide m. Onye nwe m Jizọs, jigide m aka, jigide m. Onye nwe m Jizọs, jigide m aka. Ọsọ gị kem ga-agba nye m ike ka m wee merie ụwa. Nna biko nye m ike oge niile ka m ghara ịda. Jigide m. Onye nwe m Jizọs, jigide m aka, jigide m. Onye nwe m Jizọs, jigide m aka. Ọsọ gị kem ga-agba nye m ike ka m wee merie ụwa. Nna biko nye m ike oge niile ka m ghara ịda. Amara gị bụ ka Chineke onye kere mmadụ. Amara gị bụ ka onye nwe m. Ihe m ji anya isi bụ ọbara. Ihe m ji aba mba bụ ọbara. Ihe m ji eti iwu bụ ọbara. Ọbara na-enye ndụ m. Ihe m ji aba mba ma. Ihe m ji aba mba ma. Ihe m ji aba mba ma. Ọbara Jizọs onye ọma. Ike nwere onwe m. Ike mbụ n'elu m. Ike ndị amụma ma. Ike na-enye ndụ. Ike na-agwọ ọrịa. Ike na-enye udo. Ike na-enye nwa ma. Ọbara Jizọs onye ọma. Ike mbuli elu m. Ike mbuli elu ma. Ike mbili elu m. Ọbara Jizọs onye ọma. Igbo bụ Igbo. Igbo bụ Igbo birikweni. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma. Depending your time zone. Anyị ya dịka echi. Maka na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agwa gị. Ọ bụrụ na isonyebe, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, comment, share. If I na-egwu eru gị na nke ikpeazụ a. If you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you are welcome. This is Kelena TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption by your doorstep. If I never have common sense, the reason I'm running Marife, far from it, Emefe, Karaya Marife, Karaya gas school, Manawa living a chuff. Oh my God, you will not do. I just want to make common sense as always. Now, I want to preach. I am the preacher of the gospel of redemption. Yes. And what if Nadi Ekube here? Obroni so na media like myself, not being a member, not being an insider, and you are yet to see the hand of God. You know what now? If you have never seen the hand of God, because I have seen, continue to see the invincible hand of the Almighty God. No. Okunworo a spiritual movement. More spiritual than what you can think of. Okunworo a spiritual movement. More spiritual than that you will think of or you will ever think of. Okunworo or a spiritual movement. And the name Okunworo, if you are out, you are out. And whenever you are out, the spirit have left you. In return, you cannot be your real self. I am a preacher. The spirit that possesses you have left you. The spirit of truth have left you. The spirit that possesses you, the spirit of envy and jealousy. So if you return, you are returning with spirit of envy and jealousy. You are returning with spirit of greed. Or a spiritual movement. And the Mazen Nandekano said something. That this very movement, may it not know evil. I don't know if I am communicating. May it not know evil. It is a spiritual movement. It is a fight between light and darkness. It is a spiritual movement. And every spiritual movement, any progress. And that progress, from little puppy, there was a transformation. And that transformation continue process. God is looking for men and women that is interested. You gotta go. He is looking for men and women that is interested. Actually, me wait to more. Something happened before. Before you ever not as a follower na social media. You gotta go. Okay, Maze, Egeji Maze Nnamdi Kanu. Maze Bebidoro. The people that was, or the people that, okay, ndị ha na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-arụkọ ọrụ bụ IPOBDOX. Out of hatred, ha nwere n'ebe Maazị Ekpanjọkụ nọ. Because of envy and jealousy, why must it be him? Ka a say that he should lead. Because of envy and jealousy, that spiritual order came, according to Ife na Media Afro, that he should lead. Because of envy and jealousy, they blocked him. What happened? They neglected a spiritual order. Because of whatever I got. They neglected a spiritual order. And what happened? Immediately they neglect. Remember, I told you it is a divine project. Before. Speed. We are on a fast lane. Or a spiritual movement. Yes, I recall that. Or a spiritual movement. You are returning with spirit of envy and jealousy. A spiritual order came to them, DOS. They rejected a spiritual order because of envy and jealousy. What happened? The envy and jealousy possessed them. You gotta go down. Possess them and begin to speak the voice of God through them. The spirit of envy and jealousy possessed them, yet they are still passing a spiritual order, spiritual instructions. How? If an Eziosia is around, if you ask questions, we will explain. Remember, there was a spiritual order that they should hand over to far block where that spiritual order because of envy and jealousy. Yet, even that envy and jealousy, they are in that envy and jealousy, yet passing a spiritual order or giving a spiritual instruction. How? That spiritual instruction, envy and jealousy. God can use anybody anytime. That spiritual instruction or order or messages they were passing, being inside hatred, being possessed with envy and jealousy, they nicknamed their own IPOB anonymia. They nicknamed it autopilot. I don't know if I am communicating. They are IPOB members working closely with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu nwere nsogbu, and the name he passed a spiritual order. Go and tell him, go lead it. Because of hatred, yet that hatred, they are still passing spiritual order. What was the order they were passing, or spiritual instruction? They nicknamed it autopilot. And what happened? That was where God is. Do you know why? Hey, God help me. Come what you go on where I am as in Nandi Kanu were so because no kumuro about a divine project. Because no kumuro one, I am mazin Nandi Kanu said that may it not know evil. Young one never give a spiritual order, go and tell Mazepa to lead. Those that's supposed to do that, they held the message. While holding the message, they nicknamed their own IPOB Fanonymia autopilot. And what happened? They nicknamed it autopilot. To handle autopilot. Then Nehemiah, that autopilot where God is. How? Immediately, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu so a vacuum have just been created. You got to go now. And that vacuum, if somebody put a feel the vacuum of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu difficult. So what happened? God have predestined it, not an autopilot. Somebody somewhere must be saying something. They move the struggle forward. Whereas now the struggle down on autopilot. So those that could have passed the message to Mazep and Joko, they nicknamed IPOB Anonymia autopilot in order. Okay, we make the Mazep and Joko. They never knew that that is where God is. Fireboy autopilot, some of us that saw it then from afar off, I said that it was revealed to me that Mazep and Joko has something to offer. I'm not a freedom fighter. I'm just a preacher and a content creator. Then what happened? Mazep, we don't operate. And I autopilot. We see autopilot. No good autopilot. We're autopilot. Docracia, all men on ground. We're autopilot. Weta Brigi. Government in exile. We're name autopilot to register Biafra government in exile. Which in India and Apo Brigi. You got to go now. So from the host to a first convention. Divine movement. After the first convention, hold the second one, or the Koyadi, maybe he was advised. No, the only declaration. That declaration, we automatically show that he recognized Obodia, recognition of that he recognized or that he declared. It is the convention that we gave birth. Somewhere. It is the convention that we gave birth to USB. Nehemiah, Kano, Finland, Judea. The reason that you were able to make sure that that declaration never happened. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze outsmarted them. And the redeclaration that gave birth to UXB, United States of Biafra, happened Amoya. Then the gangsters again raised their ugly head the second time. Remember, the first people that raised their ugly head by withholding the message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nenka has been followed by the roadside. Then, after this very declaration, the gangsters raised their ugly head again. Odifa, Kobo, Nenwela, another government. You got to go now. Megidia, a message came surrogate. A Megidia, she declared Biafra. Ndinkene Bawra with Brigi, Bawra with account. So to them, far field, Nafano, the government. To them, far field, Nafano in charge. To them, far field, Nafabo government. But they never knew that they are not in the government. And I am going to prove it to you. And that will now bring me to a video, a wonderful piece of address Dr. Ngozi Orabueze addressed to Biafran people. And I saw the evil woman, the white painted hair woman of France. She was happy. She was shouting as usual that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have just fall back. I took out time. I listened to her to some extent. Then I went back to that very wonderful speech of hers with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. From if I hang wrong there. From if I fall back there. From if she is well relaxed there. Remember, they told you to fall back. And that was not a spiritual order. Yeah, what I fall back, yeah. Asimukuo, I can't wear any impact. That was why nobody accepts to fall back, because it is a concocted statement. It is a concocted statement. It was not an order. The order did not come from Mazi Ebanjoko. The order came from the gangsters, just to draw you, to lie to you, to draw you to themselves. That was why nobody listened to them. Show me who have fall back since they started singing that song or fall back. Nobody fall back. But I listened to this very wonderful speech of hers about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. From anything like fall back. From here. But I am going to explain it to them. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze no omere any slip of tongue. She said it. There is no other government anywhere. Over slip of tongue, I myself will know. Everybody names slip of tongue. But she made it very clear that people are just making it to look as if name when another government anywhere, whereas there is no other government anywhere. And I am going to prove it to you. The reason why the gangsters is because the farm and fine with any party to play like USB declared. That was why they are angry. I'm coming. The reason why the gangsters we were actually distracting now. The reason why the gangsters we were Faji we feel only with the two government, Kafa with one, Bawara, Bonafé, they don't have any part to play. la post redeclaration. Fairly anya, onwere ọrụ enyere farụọ. Fe nwere any role to play la USB led government of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Fe were nkene gbawara. And Dr. Ngozi Orabueze made it very clear. There were any other government. And the one may ask, when the government now, the answer book, then when the government now, then when only one government. How? Autopilot gave birth to Briggy. Briggy gave birth to USB. Esri na autopilot pụọ bata na Briggy. Si na Briggy bata na USB. So there is no two government anywhere. When they were operating in Briggy, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze bụ COS, which is Chief of Staff. I am now explaining to you why in the Wellachal the jubilation. Even at times, I want to digress a bit. There is something about wickedness. There is something about envy and jealousy. It will block your mind into some of us to embrace the truth. And the reason why we're trying to do you know why? That we may not find ourselves contending with people that we could ordinarily learn from. The reason why remain on is because I want to learn. I want to live an upright life. I don't want to see myself contending or fighting those that I could learn from. If envy and jealousy possess him to the point even as somebody that is better than me, which ordinarily envy and jealousy with your money and I compete something. Whereas knowing fully well that this person is more better than myself. Because of envy and jealousy, you see yourself contending. You see yourself challenging. You see yourself dragging with people over. That is what envy and jealousy done. And that was why, or that was what happened to the white painted hair woman. She find herself in the cabinet only through gossip. Only through gossip. She find herself in the cabinet. Instead of bending down and learn from the professionals Maazị Banjoko surround himself with. What happened? She, because of that hatred, the envy and jealousy, she want to begin to challenge with people she could have been learning from. If I know your man, and that was why they expelled her. Ordinarily, she could have bent down more from them. But envy and jealousy, Mary, of that she can no something to offer. A man of an empty barrel. Since she have been since you were my expert, cabinet about the Aganiru, even wasting more stronger. 10 ways we may expel, or the quasi knock too much bragging of speaking with men on ground. You got to go? So envy and jealousy can actually made you. People you thinking how a group or department equals envy and jealousy a maggie. Feel and get a hand at the same category. And that is that. That brings me to the very topic I know here. Fall back was never an order. That is the gospel truth. That was why nobody have fought back. Came with that Weber. But allowing Mazepa to broadcast or handle the IPOB struggle then was a spiritual order from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But out of envy and jealousy, the guys there felt that who is Mazepa to handle it? Because of that, they are going to stop him. They want to catch him by all means. And yet, God used them to give a spiritual order, a spiritual instruction. And immediately that name came, autopilot. All grabbed it. The reason is because there is a vacuum. The most dangerous thing that about Nnamdi came from him about autopilot. Autopilot. You got to go. And your autopilot will be a spiritual order, spiritual instruction. Before we try the face of this struggle, you will be able to Obruna Mazeba allowed himself to be caged by the gangsters. Today, a man will go with the declaration. But God used them in their envy and jealousy, and they passed a transitional order. Hey, where you are, career? Order and Kenagani autopilot. It's in autopilot, but a brig, but a USB. Then say they fall back. They fall back, nobody fall back. And we are rejoicing with this very video that I will play to you now. And the reason that we are rejoicing, I have listened and listened and listened to this very, they are rejoicing and the shouting. On where if chapter name I can't say come back around. Oh, Jeremy Fiji, now this very broadcast. Jidia, that when you find yourself in the midst of people, the people that you could learn from, don't go and begin to compete with them as if I'm gonna find what if I'm what if you I am playing is direct from Ugo247S account. I want to play it direct from Ugo247S account. So listen and see if there is anything like Ngozi Orabueze fall back. She said that they only have one government, and that is the truth. When Mazeba was here, she is the COS, was chief of staff to Mazeba. She is the one that they declared Biafra. Going to Finland is like going to hospital to deliver a baby, and the baby was called USB. So how is she falling back from what she is? Because she was or continue to be Brigitte. Even in Brigitte, she was playing a part. So who told you now that she have fallen back after listening to her statement? This is why, or the reason why that the hand of God is not there. Yeah, any small oh, she have fallen back. She is well last. A position or gathering of umuokokos, gathering of people that is possessed with envy and jealousy. Instead of bending down to learn, they want to contend, they want to challenge people that is more than them. Oh, envy and jealousy down. Listen to this. If I had I'm wrong. Listen.
Today, as we gather here one more time to do what we know how to do best, I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff to the United States of Biafra.
Listen, Deputy Prime Minister. Are you listening to that? Ngozi Orabueze, Deputy Prime Minister to United States of Biafra. Continue to listen. And Okuruto, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Obuniokuase, listen.
To the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and to
Obuniokuase. Deputy Prime Minister Kobu. You got to go now. Deputy Prime Minister Kobu. To the Biafra government in exile. When you find the Biafra government in exile, they give the birth to Brigi. She was there, functioning as the COS. Right-hand man, no man. You got to go. Then, after declaring the Biafra, it is called United States of Biafra. She is the Deputy Prime Minister. She was just only introducing herself, Deputy Prime Minister. And she further told you there is only one government, not two. That you run away with account to government does not mean that you are the government. Can we swear on away with that very account? Or with the account, still running their government? Yeah. So why all this jubilation? Oh, she has finally fought back. Oh, she has finally fought back. The reason why you are jubilating is because that fall back was a concocted statement from the pit of hell, from the pit of the gangsters, the egg-carrying freedom fighters. Yeah, what right? She addressed herself. Okay, that she can no longer address herself as a COS. Now, because rejoicing that she said Deputy Prime Minister under Republic government in exile, you could have told her from now henceforth, you should not say that you was or you are COS under Biafra Republic government in exile. At times, envy and jealousy will make you, instead of learning from people that is better than you, you begin to rub shoulder with them and gonna face it back. Yeah? Oh, she have fought back. Show me one person that have fought back since that very statement that came from the pit of hell. See where that? Show me one. One person that have fought back. It wasn't an order. That voice is from the pit of hell. It was a concocted voice. That was why nobody paid attention to that very voice. And that is the truth. I took it back, or I take it back. Listen. Why Nemo we introduce? Okay, it's not why Ojemo we introduce as Deputy Prime Minister. Break Ikarasiku long kwesi we introduce as COS under Briggy. Listen.
Today, as we gather here one more time to do what we know how to do best, I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, and to the government in homeland. This is the government. We are the government. There is no other government. I welcome all of you.
If not envy and jealousy, just tell me what why are they rejoicing? She just introduced herself. She was there, Labrigi, as COS, Chief of Staff. And she was there, or she is there, or she was there. Yes. The time many people appoint post-redeclaration committee that will operate post-redeclaration. She was there. And none of the gangsters was there. This was why they went gaga. That is just the truth. Because Mazeba have seen that the gangsters have nothing to offer like USB-led government. He saw it. And he selected people that he know. One person, 5 people. They are good to go. None of the gangsters was selected. So she introduced herself in Briggy and equally introduced herself in USB-led government. Okay, because Mazeba now. Mazeba Chimo were introduced as Prime Minister Briggy, Biafra Republic government in exile, and the Prime Minister, United States of Biafra, Onasimba. Oh, that he have fallen back. Hi, envy and jealousy, yeah, man. If you see Ezioku, complete what is all this? The reason why Ezioku is because I want to learn, I want to continue learning from those that is better than me. When a spirit of envy and jealousy possess the people you could have ordinarily learned from. If you have stand yet. That he that is thinking that he is stand yet, let he take heed, lest you fall. The white painted hair woman was in the cabinet, not by divine mandate, but let's say she went there via gossip. Continue on there. Come email down. Camera more line with the divine purpose of Ezechioke Kabiama. She went there and began to rub shoulder with people that is better than her. What happened? They expelled her. And since that day up to date, she has never remained the same. From that very day, how many expelled? An evil spirit of envy and jealousy, the one that is more haggard than what she used to have, possessed her. An evil spirit more deadlier than the one she used to have possessed her. Yeah, what she cannot do without calling the name of Ngozi Orabueze. It is time you apply wisdom. The people you could have learned from, out of envy and jealousy, you went in rubbing shoulder with them. They expel you. Let me take it back. If you now that he cannot introduce himself as Brigade PM, or if now he cannot introduce himself as USB PM. Why is he now this woman introduced herself as Chief of Staff, Deputy Prime Minister? She worked under Mazeba, close hand in hand with Mazeba Nabrigi. She was among those Mazeba selected post redeclaration. And she was the one Mazeba gave the message, protect the mandate. On whose mandate are you people operating? On whose mandate? On whose instruction? For one day. Who sent you? Who are you? Who are you? On whose mandate? On whose instruction are you people operating? Oh, APM. On whose instruction? On whose instruction? Ngozi Orabueze, we know. Who are you? The reason why I do marry Abano declare Biafra. The reason why I do marry Abola before the declaration, she is the COS. The reason why I do marry Abola, a message came that she should protect the mandate. Go and tell her. When you tell her to protect the mandate, she already know. On whose mandate are you operating? Heaven forbid your people. And I'm going to take it back. This is a wonderful speech. Just like what we used to have. Wisdom played in like this very speech. Wisdom is in play like this very speech. And I want to encourage her. Also, now what if I be done about? But in the case, Fabido, fetches now. Fabido. You gotta go. Iyenje kwezioku. Bona. I am not insulting anybody. I have never come here and told you that I am doing exposition or bringing a hidden voice. I have never came out here to tell you that I am a freedom fighter. No, I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption. So some people came out to take glory of Ifeomaro. Why is that she have fought back? And Okoko that was in the cabinet and Olukubarisia Paint that was there, just there, ceremonial cabinet member. What came for Narona cabinet? Huh? Nothing. Oh, she have fought back. I heard her fall back. And Oluku, Kamimepo Bigemepe. Huh? Know the truth. Learn from people that is better than you. He went to go and challenge them. Listen to it again. As a slip of tongue, she said, we only have one government. One government recognized by Mazep and Joko. You gotta go. Listen to her. This is not slip of tongue. She said it. Obviously, slip of tongue. I will know. Listen to it again. Slip of tongue. It can be slip of tongue because she was there, La Brigade. It can be slip of tongue because she is the COS. You got to go now, the chief of staff. It can be slip of tongue because she was among those Mazepa picked post redeclaration. It can be slip of tongue because she redeclared Biafra. It can be slip of tongue because she was told to protect the mandate. I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption and a content creator and political analyst. Listen to her.
Today, as we gather here one more time to do what we know how to do best, I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, and to the government in homeland. This is the government. We are the government. There is no other government. I welcome all of you. First,
even in homeland, they had her made mention of homeland, but they were not interested. They had her saying that ordinarily Lamazin Nandi can equally stand any trial in a court bongo. They wasn't interested. The only thing actually put to you or prove to you that she made mention of brig or negging we brig you look. Look, I would negging we. Eh? I would negging we brig. Aja Bafa. You gotta go. I would negging we. She made mention of homeland. You want about the PM. She have fought back you. Let me take it back again for the last time.
Today, as we gather here one more time to do what we know how to do best, I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Again, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, and to the government in homeland. This is the government. We are the government. There is no other government.
No other.
I welcome all of you.
No other. Listen.
First, let me recognize our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who is still being held by the Nigeria DSS, Nigerian government, for nothing. The only reason they are holding him today is to stop what we are doing, to stop the full protection of the United States of Biafra, which is already here. They already failed.
And I still maintain I'm a group or department or among people. Bend down, calm down, weapon envy, weapon jealousy, weapon hatred, weapon I too know. Because more when you wet this spirit and they make possess the spirit of envy and jealousy, hatred, when it possesses you, that people, you see yourself challenging them. Their post and the Bob with them about the fire think Mota Emma Motazi Obi behavior number one. Why is he paint na France or there and I home Obi na about where can we see where Chaya can we see where Chaya na cabinet women in whole lose you and when he hold on a cabinet what we are to Ziog. You gotta go on a Chonian we are by lying with the state governors. State governors, yeah. I'm not afraid of fighter. I wouldn't want to on Marapo, think it, you our buy in check our I ain't check, and the full any but I know what by on your banana or more man buy our video. What will not them now? What's in a them? They must to go to the next door. I gotta go. I went here. Man, I think I better go whatever Pachuaja, as of Tono. Umu cook, look at school, and never a Kelly coot. Ele my own Hunani. Now here's a Chuki Kabiama. He said,